Okay, so the first step is open the metamask.io, and after that click on the get Chrome extension. When you click on this Chrome, click on Chrome extension, you will be landing in this page, and add to the Chrome. It will take a minute time to add to this Chrome browser. Okay, so once it is successfully added, you can see on that right hand side there should be some Fox button should be coming here. So you see there is a Fox button symbol right here, the same symbol, it should be appearing on the right corner side. So let's take it will take a minute time to do that. Okay, so I can see, you can see right now the MetaMask is added to the Chrome. So you can close it and you can click on this link right now. Okay, so the follow the steps exactly like in case if you miss out anything, again we can go through that. So but try to follow, like we are going to create a crypto wallet basically. So the crypto wallet for Ethereum platform. So the MetaMask is we have cryptocurrencies, many cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and there are multiple cryptocurrencies, right? So out of all, we are doing the crypto wallet creation for a Ethereum cryptocurrency. Okay, so when you click on this extension, it will ask you to click on get started. So the first time you are doing it, right? So it will ask you to create, you already have a wallet and you want to create a wallet. So the import wallet means you already have a wallet. So I'll tell you, how I'll come back to this step, how to do an import wallet from your existing wallet information. Okay. So the first step we are doing it the first time. So click on the create wallet. Create a wallet and just agree with all our information. Agree. And the password, it should be asking about minimum 8 characters, right? So click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that easy to remember it for some time. Maybe after that you can create another wallet. So you can create this wallet n number of times. Okay, so you can always remove this wallet. Right click on this, remove from the Chrome. Again, you want to create it again create it. Okay, so password for a easy for easiness, just remember about try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now get into this MetaMask. I think not sure why it is again creating it. Okay, so once you set the password, so the interesting stuff is here. Okay, so you will be having a secret backup passphrase. Okay, so the passphrase is something like the secret word. So what you can do is you can click on this secret word and it will give you some keywords like this. Okay, some charge message. So let's copy these messages. So we need to do a small exercise on this. So what we'll do is copy these messages. So it will give you almost like close to 16 words, I believe. So this is something like your password. Okay, so copy this passphrase and click next. So when you do click on this next, you need to re-enter your password, whatever the password or the keywords you have right now, you need to re-enter these keywords. So the first one message is JAS message rural error. So you need to give everything in a sequence way, so that they are assuming there is no robot, this is only a human who is creating this account details. So for that, we need to follow this process. Okay. So click on the SAS after this message, and after that rural error. So I'm just following this messages, undo holiday, this annual joy junior one. Okay, so when I do all this stuff, then I can do the final confirmation, and when I do the final confirmation, then account will be created. Okay, so this is basically a account creation of a crypto wallet. So if I click here, you can see you should be having the same home page like this. You'll be having a MetaMask, you have an account created, some account address will be there like 0x77. Maybe you have a different account number, and make sure you have the main network, Ethereum. Yeah, so now we created this account in a main network. Okay, so if you click on this part in the top right hand side, you will have a drop down menu. In this you can have a multiple networks. Okay, you observe it here, this is the main Ethereum network, and you have a test network. You have a Ropsten, Co1, Rinkibe. There are other networks also. You can create a custom network also. So the point here is, see, this is a new technology, right? This is a new technology, and this is another way of creating your bank account number. So if you want to create a bank account number, you go to the bank and they will give a unique bank identification number, right? And after 4 or 5 days, you can do the transactions in the online. That is your regular way of doing your traditional banking account transactions. But in case of the cryptocurrency, it's very pretty simple. So how much time it took for us to create an account? It took almost like less than 5 minutes to create a simple bank account number, right? This is the account number for your cryptocurrencies. If you see here, 0x77 value, if I copy this account details here, this is my account details. So this is my public key. Okay, so I told previously during this previous explanation, I told in a blockchain network, a peer 1 will be there, I have a peer 2. Every person in the network, every individual in the network will have his own public key and a private key. Okay, so this public key, whatever the key I gave it like 0x77, right? This is the public key. And P2, for example, P1 is, assume P1 is a person, me, right? So assume this P1 is Venkat, for example. And P2 is Rajesh, for example. And P3 is Raghava. Okay, now P2 Raghava will have his public key, and Rajesh also will have his public key. So now what I will do is, I will have some cryptocurrencies in my account. So what we'll do is, this is the main Ethereum network, right? See, this is a main Ethereum network. Main Ethereum network means, what does it mean is, the real Ether value transactions will happen. In real Ethereum network, for example, in a ICICI bank, if you enter, you can do a real currency transactions, right? You can do a real money transactions in the network, right? The same way, when you're doing a main Ethereum network, what does it mean is, the real Ether value transactions you can do it in that. So Ether is basically a cryptocurrency. Okay, Ether is nothing but a cryptocurrency. Like a Bitcoin, you can enter into the Bitcoin network also, and you can do the transactions. So far, what we have done is, we entered into the MetaMask. Using the MetaMask, we entered into the Ethereum network. Like you have an ICICI bank application. When you have an ICICI application, you can enter into the ICICI bank account number, right? I mean, using the bank account number, you can enter into the ICICI bank account network. The same way, using this MetaMask account details, we entered into the Ethereum network. We entered into the Ethereum network. In Ethereum network, the Ether is a currency. In ICICI Bank, rupee is the currency. If you go to the Bank of America in US, the currency will be the dollar, right? The same way, if you are entering into the Ethereum network using the MetaMask, the network currency is Ether currency. If you want to enter into the Bitcoin network, you need to use the another wallet to enter into the Bitcoin. We will have another wallet called Zaz. So using the Zaz wallet, you can enter into the Bitcoin network. Okay, so Bitcoin, the reason why we are not doing Bitcoin, I will tell you that part also. So now we enter into the Ethereum network. So the main Ethereum network. So main Ethereum network, it will cost you, right? If you want to buy in ethers and if you want to do a transactions between two, it will cost for us, right? One ether is equal to almost close to $200. So it means we need to invest $10,000 to do our transaction. Sorry, it is close to around $200. Okay, so $200, 200 to 50 somewhere around that. So it means if you want to buy that real ether, we need to buy that ether and we need to do the transaction, right? So this technology is a new thing, right? So most of the people don't know how to do the real ether transactions. So these people, what they have done is they have created some test ethers. So what we will do is we will enter into the test network. So we will enter into the test network. So P1 is Venkat here. I will get some test ethers in my account and I will send these test ethers. So they don't have a real ether value, okay, but still it is a cryptocurrency. So I'll be sending that currency to Rajesh, to Raghava. Understood? This is the exercise we are going to do it now. So I'm going to get the test ether currency in my account and I'm going to send the currencies to P2 and P3. So P2 is nothing but your Rajesh and I'm going to send you some money. So whatever the money I transfer to Raghava, that transaction I can see it, Rajesh can see it. And whatever the Raghava transactions between Raghava and Rajesh happen, so that transaction I can see. So this is called a distributed ledger. Everybody can see everybody's one transactions, but if you're identifying from public key, nobody know who, this is Venkat. Okay, see this is a public key. What is a public key I have? 0x773D3 double eight, right? So this is a big number, right? Until I disclose my number, nobody knows this is my public key, right? So even though if I'm doing a transaction, if I'm sending money to Rajesh, I will take the Rajesh public key, but Raghava don't know. Until I told to Raghava, nobody knows this public key is for Arvind, this is public key is for Venkat, this is public key for Rajesh. Understood, right? So this is how we are going to do, even though your identity will not be disclosed in the network. You can do hundreds of transactions in this network, but your identity cannot be disclosed until you disclose your name in the network. So here, if you observe it here, this is the main network. When you click on this network, you will have your different types of networks. So click on the Rinkebait test network. When you click on this Rinkebait test network, your account details, basically it will have a different account details. Let me see that whether I connected to this. Okay, so I connected to the Rinkebait test network, but still the account details remain the same. So let me copy those account details and put it here. Okay, so let me once you have the account details created, you open this website. Okay, you open this Rinkebait faucets, go to here, click on the Twitter, and in the Twitter you will be having a page like this. Okay, you see here requesting faucet funds into 0000. It means there are all zeros on the Rinkebait network. So what we have to do is we need to go here, copy this account details. You click on this, copy to clipboard. It will come like that, copied. Now you go to your this location where you have click on this Twitter button, right? So you have click on the Twitter, so it will land up in this page and remove all zeros. Remove all zeros and copy with public key. Okay, you copy with public key, and now you copy the details here. Go back to your Twitter account. So you can check here. You can do a small tweet here. We need to do a tweet. The reason is when you are doing that request, when you're doing a request for your faucets, right? So they are checking, they're not even the test ethers also, they're checking whether the user credentials is proper or not. Okay, the user credentials, there is a known person only, they're creating it. So they want to track your record, what is your specific identification of that specific person. So that they are trying to get your social identity, your social network ID. They are going to get the details. So I just did a tweet in the network, and now I can copy this link to tweet. There is a copy link to the tweet. So there is nothing like that. Okay, so this is not the right one. I think I use different account basically every time. So this is a different account, seems like. There should be a link to the tweet. Yes, Rajesh. I mean, to get your Twitter, to get the ethers, you should be having it. But anyhow, I'm going to send you that test ethers to you. You don't require that test ethers in your account. I mean, Twitter account is not mandatory for. Okay, it is asking different account details. Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. Actually, there is should be one link to copy the Twitter link. I think seems like they disabled that part. Not able to get that information. Just a minute. Let me copy this. So I need to copy that link basically here, and I need to click on this give me ether link, right? So I need to click on this give me ether link. 3 ethers in 8 hours. Okay, so let me see whether it will fund that 3 ethers in my account or not. I think there is some problem here. Okay, so there is another way of doing it. So it seems like this is taking more time. So instead of Ringkibay network, we'll go into the Ropsten network. Okay, any of this network we can do the transactions. Ringkibay networks basically will get more ethers, but anyhow we can go to the Ropsten network as well. Go into the Ropsten network. Maybe you can also use this link. Directly go into this Ropsten network, and what you can do is you need to copy your account address. Okay, so you need to click on your Ropsten network. Click on Ropsten network. Make sure you enter the Ropsten network and you copy this account details and go into this website and just remove this and put that address and say that send me test ethers. Just do that. So the Ethereum test. So let's see in my account. So I have zero ethers. So let's wait for a second. So it should be updated with 1 ether. Yeah, so the 1 ether is confirmed in my system. Please check it from your side also. So I just sent that link to you in the chat box. So directly go into the Ropsten network, copy your account details and update your public key into that account and request for test ether. Actually, this is very fast because I thought like we can do it more in the Ringkibay. Ringkibay is they will give you more ethers so that you can do practice. I mean, you can send the ethers to multiple people and you can play around with the ethers. But Ropsten, you'll have only 1 ether. Maybe you need to do tomorrow again so that you will be having this ether again. Okay, is it done from your side? Please confirm in the chat box.